This week on Wildcat News, we learn more about Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we talk with students about the influences of social media. All these stories and more coming up because Wildcat News starts now. Good morning, West Johnston. I'm Miranda Bean. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Allison Wade reports.
This year, the American Cancer Society expects around 300,000 new cases of breast cancer in women. Melanie McCullough is the Director of Communications for the American Cancer Society and talks about why it's important to spread awareness on breast cancer.
1 in 8 women in their lifetimes will be diagnosed with breast cancer. It's the most common cancer for women other than skin cancers. And a lot of people don't know, but men can also get breast cancer. It affects so many people. And I think one of the reasons that it is so very important to raise awareness is it is very treatable if caught early. If breast cancer is caught early enough, it has a 99% survival rate. So it is very important to raise awareness, to get early detection, and to save lives.
The American Cancer Society looks for ways to help educate people and fund research on breast cancer through events. McCullough shares what events they organize.
Every year we have a Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk. Usually in a non-pandemic world, it is a big fun time to come together. Hundreds of people come together and celebrate their survival, celebrate the advances, and raise money. This year, of course, looks different from every other year, but really continuing to fund research is important. The American Cancer Society is expecting a $200 million shortfall in revenue this year because of COVID-19. So we are at risk of having to cut research funding in half this year.
Athletic Director Joshua Plisko watched his mother struggle with inflammatory breast cancer and shares how it affected his family.
We came together and tried to get through it the best we could and support my mom. And she did end up passing away eventually, but, it was definitely something that as a family you have to talk about, you have to get together, you have to support one another. And it made a lot of our, brothers and sisters talk a lot more than we normally do, which my mom probably would have liked, to happen more often.
Plisko talks about the events held in his mother's honor.
We did 5Ks, we had t-shirts made called the Jacko Wackos. My mother's name was Jackie. And we went around, that was good. And then to this day, I still usually take a trip up to Pennsylvania. And we started a scholarship in her honor at my alumni, my high school. And we have a cornhole tournament and do a bunch of other things, usually 2 weekends out of the year. And, Pittston's a small town up there, and they have a very good support system.
For more information on how to spread awareness in your community, visit the website on your screen. I'm Allison Wade. Wildcat News.
Thanks, Allison. How does social media affect you? Catherine Green reports.
Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. These social media platforms can influence a person's daily life. Junior Megan Jones shares how she uses social media.
Mostly to post stuff about my own life, but if I do post something about issues, it's usually mental health issues. I don't really post anything political. I follow a lot of mental health awareness accounts, and it's something I really care about, so I like to repost stuff that they post just so people know that they're heard and kind of normalize mental health and mental illness.
Junior Peyton Evans explains how social media influences her.
I would say the biggest way social media influences me is through trends, and I feel like trends travel so fast on social media, but so much of what I do is influenced by what I see others do on Instagram or TikTok or Pinterest.
Jones describes what she has learned from social media.
I started hearing about the Black Lives Matter movement, and I kind of researched stuff in that, and I realized that it was a really big issue. So I thought that was really interesting to learn about, and it's something that's going on currently. So I think it's important to know about those things, and I know a lot of people post about different presidential candidates, so I've gone and researched both of them just to educate myself, because I think it's something that is important, and when people are posting about it, I feel like it makes you want to learn about it more.
I'm Catherine Green, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Catherine. Well, that's all for us this week. If you have any comments, questions, or story leads, email us at wjstudentmedia@gmail.com or send us a tweet at wjstudentmedia. And if you want to watch Wildcat News at home, on the go, or catch up on past episodes, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Miranda Bean. Thanks for watching and have a great week.